everybody. Welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something, a podcast where this is the way. I am your host, Joe Costanza.
And Jake from State Farm.
And this is episode number 79, one away from 80, which is crazy that we made it this far. So Jump is on the way, but this clearly isn't the way because he is not here yet. So
he's going the wrong way.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way. Right. So today it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We're going to be discussing two projects today. One of them has wrapped up this Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it was Wednesday. And one just came out today, which we're going to be discussing right now. So we're going to be going full spoilers. It's not shown on the pictures because I forgot to put them on there, but we're going to be discussing full spoilers first for the Mandalorian and Grogu. So yeah, if you have not seen this and if you're interested in it, click off now. There will be full spoilers ahead for this. Otherwise, you can stay if you want to. The next big Star Wars movie, ever since that unfortunate Rise of Skywalker. So what did you think, Jake?
Well, I didn't absolutely hate the movie like I thought I was going to, because I did hear some reviews about it that it was pretty bad. But I actually thought it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any regard, but hi, Jay.
Hey.
Oh no.
We just started Mando and Grogu, so you're just in time.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't think it was terrible. I think it was... There were moments I really enjoyed of that movie. The second half of the movie, I think Joe and I both agree on this, it did kind of drag a little bit when it was focusing on the Grogu parts.
Yeah.
But even that wasn't, like, terrible. I've seen worse stuff, but overall, I really did enjoy the movie, especially that beginning sequence as well. Some of the CGI in a few moments, you could definitely tell it was really digital. Like, it was definitely looked like CGI. I don't know. It wasn't the best in some areas, but overall, I mean, I think it was fine.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the movie was a good 3 out of 5 for me, which it's not bad by any means, but like Jake said, I loved the first half.
About 3 out of 5.
Like, the first half had great action, a great opener. I think Pedro Pascal, though overused as an actor, I think did a very good job as the Mandalorian. Grogu is adorable as usual. But by the time Mando gets poisoned and, you know, just kind of like is like on the edge of death, and it just shows like Grogu taking care of him and stuff. It's just kind of like, okay.
Trying to find the cure, yeah.
What?
That kind of dragged on a bit longer.
I thought it was going to be the end like 3 times in this movie. I'm like, oh, shit, he dies at the end? I didn't expect that. I thought there was going to be season 4 or something, but... And then it turns out, oh, he's not dead. Okay, and I thought he was going to die again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Are you going to kill him or not?
Yeah, they just gave him some drugs, and now he's alive.
Exactly. Jump, have you seen the movie?
Yes, I did.
Alright, cool.
Honestly, this was, it was a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. I'm not too like big of a Star Wars head, compared to YouTube or anything like that. So, but I have dabbled into my deep dive with Star Wars lore, and all the shows has been going on Disney Plus. So Mandalorian, I think I touched base on like a while back. This movie, it's really good. I do agree with what you guys say about the first half. I'll just like pretty much like puts out all the action and all the stuff that we definitely were trying to gravitate towards with this film. But the second half, I really feel like it's not really like a turn for worse. I just really feel like they were just trying to like get into more of the demographic of things with like the younger audience, and just people who just are really good Baby Yoda Grogu enthusiasts. I mean, that's what it really felt like. It felt like 3 episodes of the original Mandalorian series.
Yeah.
Plus, I just slapped in. That's what it felt like. It didn't really like make you feel like. I guess I can talk a little bit more about it, bad. Finish pretty good. Nah, I'll finish with the good. Okay, so good is that it's action packed. I love the scenes. I love the set pieces. I love the fights. Um, I think that the CGI, I mean, like, yeah, that was pretty obvious to go see throughout the whole entire movie. But I really feel like that was a case with like budget standards and whatnot. So I was doing a little research after I saw the film. Um, and everything that I like that I expect for Mando to go do, and for the Republic was definitely there. I loved it. The characters were great. Uh, there are definitely it really feels like a really good focus on both Mando and Grogu. So that's pretty much why that whole centerpiece was like pretty much like the main standard of the whole entire film. We didn't necessarily get like any type of lore expansion with like the universe, what's going on in the universe or the planets and whatnot. Yeah, it just felt like they were just like trying to really hone in on those two and their adventures from each act of the film. But but overall it was pretty good. It wasn't a bad film at all in the slightest. I think it was pretty good. I just don't think it's great, and that impact that I expect for like to be seen with a Star Wars film was just not there. And yeah,
Yeah, I get your point.
I do feel like, you know how like you mentioned like about like the second half there, that whole Grogu thing, trying to
Yeah.
have his own little side quest.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Grogu is a little bit overrated sometimes. Like, he's cute, don't get me wrong, but I think sometimes they overdo it sometimes, where they're like, oh look, the cute little thing, let's focus on him for like 30 minutes. I mean,
Mm.
I feel like they overdo it
Yeah.
sometimes. And that kind of felt like it, where it just didn't feel right to just only see Grogu just chilling, but like trying to eat that fish, and
Mhm.
and without Mando, it wasn't really working for me there. It was
Right.
always their like like their dichotomy, like being together, like that's always what was like good about it.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, more of the bad stuff with this film too is just like, yeah, like I said before, like, uh, this is exactly what you're gonna go get. You're really gonna see the Mandalorian Grogu, like they definitely they're not false advertising about this film at all. Like it's um, definitely a laser focus to both these characters and like what they do. But like I understood what was going on with both the Mando side and Grogu side. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. People who just want like action-packed Star Wars, fantasy, um, science fiction like fights, and like like the actual war, the actual like triumph between good versus evil, like like which side like that impact. So that you would definitely see from like a Star Wars film. That's one side, and the second side is just like okay, just like the new generation, young generation kid side of just wants to see little Grogu shine, and I get it. I get it. It's not like we don't know what's going on here, but it's just I just don't feel like it meshes well. It meshes together, but at the same time, it just doesn't. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this definitely drives away from the Skywalker saga, and like it has no lightsabers at all, which is crazy because even Solo had a lightsaber scene.
At the very end, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which Darth Maul didn't really need to be there, but I really enjoy it. Okay, so this movie does have a little bit of fan service, but it's done well, and so there's a bounty hunter named Embo, which I forget what he's in.
I know I recognize him from somewhere.
I think Embo was in Clone Wars.
I think he was, because I remember seeing him. I'm like, I was looking at you in the theater. I'm like, I know that guy. I remember the helmet thing that he has.
Yeah, because Cad Bane showed up in Boba Fett, and this guy showed up in The Mandalorian.
But they
so,
botched him.
yeah, they fucking ruined him. He was on the Battle of Fallujah. Felicia? He yeah, I guess he was just like the Clovis arc, which I forget about. I forget about half of these fucking arcs.
I'll have to rewatch a Clone Wars.
He was on Jakku. The fuck was he on Jakku for? Okay, yeah, so he was in the Clone Wars mainly. Yeah, no, I thought he was cool in here, and Zeb makes a. He actually has a
like
full
a minor
part.
role,
Yeah,
yeah.
he has a minor role, not just a cameo. I think he did a good job. He's like I guess we would consider him like the Han Solo of the group because he's kind of like the pilot-ish. He's the guy that picks up Mando all the time. So.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison. Yeah, I'll say so myself.
Which makes sense because I think wasn't he friends with Kanan from Rebels?
Yeah, he was part of that entire crew in Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird. Which is weird. He's not in Ahsoka, but he's in this. Like, what the fuck's going on there?
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like he's not there to see Ezra, but he's there to be with Mando.
Exactly.
My old friend can wait.
I don't
wait
give
a
a
few
shit
more
about
years.
that kid. I want to go with Grogu and Mando. So I guess Sigourney Weaver is in here. She was alright. I don't remember much.
It's kind of just there.
I think she was just there to replace Carl Weathers because he sadly passed away, so he couldn't be in this film. So
Rest in peace.
yeah,
I
rest in
think
peace.
they would have had him if it wasn't for that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I did hear some things about the reason why like the movie was like kind of like the way it was. So, did watch some people, some movie reviewers, and even did the research. I think it was just like a disagreement or change. This was supposed to be like the new Mandalorian season that was supposed to be coming up.
Yeah, it was supposed to be season 4. I did hear about that.
Yeah. And then like they had like the writer's strike. Yeah, that was planned for like back in 2023, but they had like the writer's strike. So I'm assuming that I just wanted to get like a Star Wars movie out there. So they feel like the biggest and best way to like really like reach out to like both the core audience and new generations was like to put a film instead of like making this episode 1, 2, and 3 of the new season.
Hey, Bala. But yeah, no, I agree. I think that it definitely feels like it should have been a season 4 because with like the Rada the Hutt arc and like the opening and basically throughout the entire film, it felt like there's like 5 or 6 episodes in one film, which
It did feel like that. It felt like
that. Yeah.
It felt like a rushed season 4.
Yeah, or like a season
really
4
did,
recap or something. Like,
I mean, we technically have 5 seasons of The Mandalorian now, if you include Boba Fett.
We're not including that.
He had an important arc in there.
Yeah, 1 episode, or maybe 2. I don't remember.
No, I think the second one was Grogu based.
Did you guys notice that Dave Filoni was a character in the movie? He was one of the pilots, and he was also in like that room that he walked into.
I did notice that, yeah.
I'm like, that's Dave Filoni. He has the hat and everything.
He has a fucking M. Night Shyamalan type of cameo. It was funny.
Oh, sorry, that's cool.
Like, it caught me off guard. I'm like, why the fuck is he in here?
He's not supposed to star in stuff. He's supposed to direct stuff.
Exactly. He's the head of Star Wars now. I think Kathleen fucking left, so like I think he's the head of Star Wars. Why is he in a project?
He the head of Star Wars?
I think so.
Where's Maul season 2? Why are you in this?
Exactly.
They're probably still making that.
They are. Give him a year.
We don't have time for patience.
So, what was I gonna say? What did you guys think of Rada the Hutt? because
Was that Jabba's son, right?
Jabba, so yeah, or Rada the Buff, I should say, because that dude's got a fucking six pack.
I was thinking like in the theater he should be called Jabba the Buff or something. But
Jabba
Rada the Buff. I'm like, I thought they were all fat and slow, but no, he's ripped.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting thing that caught me off guard. Like, I'm like, okay, we got a buff Hut.
I'm like, a Hut can do push-ups? Since when?
I didn't even know they could even get swollen raw like that. That's crazy.
Right, exactly.
So
Like
you got like crystal 6-pack abs and do like that bulky like mass. As if he took like a full body whey protein, for his arms, dude. Like that thing is jacked, dude.
right. It's like the fat kid in your class suddenly trying to work out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When did he get swole?
And then they're buffer than you. You're like, what the?
Yeah, they're like taller than you as well somehow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I did like his character though. I mean, like, he was kind of it was kind of like that that typical like young boy trying to escape his parents for all sorts of like traumatizing reasons. But he was actually telling the truth about like who the main two villains were.
Yeah,
which was interesting, and like like he definitely has his tough moments. Like he has a heart, like he has a really good heart, and I really feel like he just wanted to go escape more of the nightmare that he had and the truth, right to fight it. But like he definitely gained the courage and the support with Mando and Grogu to like just completely change and like just really be like a fighter. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting to see like a Hut that's usually associated as being villainous, being like good, like he gets to be his own person. But I kind of think that it would have made more sense if he actually did take over the Hut Empire, but he would have done it better than Jabba. Like, would have put support more towards the New Republic. That would have been like a massive political change that would have helped out the New Republic. Like, they got rid of like the old syndicate and now they have like the Hutts on their side. That could really be beneficial for them. Because they could get like more territories now into the New Republic with that, and more resources and assets and allies. But they ended up going the route of him just joining without, taking the throne for himself. Which him being the heir, he could have done.
Yeah, I mean that is true. They could have done that. I mean, where does Mando go from here? Like, I mean, it feels like a side quest in a 2-hour film, so it's like, okay, what the fuck is season 4 gonna look like?
Yep.
Somehow Moff Gideon returns.
Dude, that's totally gonna be a thing. I'm surprised he didn't show up in this film.
He and Palpatine did work together to find out a way to return somehow.
Right, exactly. He's like, Darth Maul can do it, we can do it too.
Right.
Everyone except for Qui-Gon Jinn. He's dead.
Exactly. I think they should explain that. Why didn't he take over his father's empire? I guess it's because Jabba was like known to be a piece of shit and he just didn't want to be that. It explained in the movie that he just wanted to be loved instead. It's kind of like a Hulk arc if you think about it, like from Ragnarok. He's just there because he wants to be loved. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Until he heard them all cheering for his death, and he's like, "Wait, oh."
Yeah, he'll find out about how like Leia choked him out and stuff. He'll be like, "Fuck that, never mind. I'm gonna be ahead of it now."
Yeah, I kind of want to go know like how his transition would be now that he actually joined forces. To see how that will actually look good in like future Mandalorian events. Yeah, I'm pretty curious.
Right, and I thought Grogu was gonna speak in here. I thought he was gonna say his first words, especially when like Mando was like out and like almost dying. I thought he was gonna say like, "Daddy" or something like that. I thought he was gonna say his first words.
Right.
I think in the Clone Wars,
Yep.
Jabba did care for him, and maybe he sent his son away to protect him. I don't know, or maybe he sent him to boarding school like fucking Bowser did.
He comes back wanting to take over the world.
I called it the Boomsday Machine.
He just needs to do what Jabba did, capture a princess, but this time it's to power the machine.
But who the fuck is the princess now?
Right.
Ray? Like,
No,
that's
I don't
true, that's
know.
true.
Not Leia. You know what I've always been saying? Leia's not a princess anymore because her planet's gone. You can't be a princess without subjects, and they're all dead.
I mean, yeah, actually,
Without people,
I
you're
think that's the
not-
canon reason why. So yeah.
But I was finding it funny when when you watch Empire, they still call her Princess Leia. I'm like, what's she the princess of? The asteroid field that's now there? There's nothing there anymore.
Princess of the Particles.
Right.
What else was in this movie? Embo we talked about. He was pretty cool. I mean, there's a cool chase scene that happened in that one planet they were at. I don't fucking know the new planets in here.
I memorize my names. That gladiator ring, I noticed one of those creatures that they had to fight was part of that board game that in A New Hope when they were playing it, and it's like it's not wise to upset a Wookiee. You know, that scene.
Oh yeah,
really?
you're right.
It picked up something and threw it down, then did like the same like beating of the chest movement thing.
I didn't even recognize that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because when that happened, I'm like, oh, that's exactly what happened.
Wasn't one of them from like a species from the Battle of Geonosis? Because I swear I saw like I swear I saw one of them. I think I might be mistaken for something else. But
I think you are mistaken.
yeah. Hold on.
Also, how stupid are those people to put an electric creature in an area where the electricity could short circuit the cage?
Yeah, that's
That
fucking
seemed
dumb.
kinda stupid.
That is extremely dumb.
Like, and then they're like, "Oh shit!
Oh shit! It actually happened. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the gladiator scene was pretty cool. I mean, that's like one of the favorite parts of the first half that I really liked.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's one of my least favorite parts because it's just
Yeah.
it felt a little rushed to me because I'm like, okay, well, I was
Yeah.
expecting the Rada versus Mando fight to be longer, and then they just fight all these monsters and stuff, and it's just kind of over. I'm like, okay, that was weird.
It was kind of weird of the fact that he was also trying to get Mando to go into the ring willingly when he literally reveals that he kills the champions. So why would Mando want to do that once he found that out? He's like, yeah, but I won't kill you though.
Yeah, but
We'll both be rich. It's so weird how that happened.
And it's weird. There's like no mention of what the fuck happened to the other Mandalorians because. I don't remember much of season 3, but are they all just like chilling on like a fucking like island somewhere? Did they all die? Like I don't know.
That wasn't explained in the film either. Yeah. They just hinted at. I'm sorry. I think they just hinted at that like at the very beginning of the film. But that's really about it. I didn't see nothing else. Like, there was no real good expansion, lore wise because it was so laser focused on like the two main characters.
Yeah.
Like they left like a lot of stuff out. Like there's nothing expansive about this. Doesn't really like push like the galaxy or like the borderlines that's in place like even further. Like it's just like set standards of like what those adventures would be and how to interact with each other. But other than that, it doesn't really like push boundaries of like what's going on with like the third era of Star Wars. So. None of that was really explained, so that's a really good point.
I think they were chilling on the planet if my memory of season 3 is right. Yeah, to be honest, I don't blame you if you don't remember it because season 3 was kind of mid.
I don't remember any of it. It's all just a blur to me. I just remember Luke Skywalker comes in one scene. I don't fucking remember anything.
Yeah, that's accurate because
Was that the first season or the second? I
That
don't
that was season
remember.
2. That was the end of season 2.
What happened at the end of season 1?
The end of season 1, IG-11, that droid that wants to kill himself all the time, he dies. They escape
yeah,
from Moff
him.
Gideon. Moff Gideon gets shot down, and then it's revealed he has the Darksaber.
Oh, okay, that's how that ended. Oh, I missed the kamikaze droid. He just wants to self-destruct.
I mean, he made an appearance in season... Yeah, what the fuck happened to that droid? He made an appearance in season 3. Because fucking Grogu had that as, like, his own, like, Iron Man armor, sort of. You guys don't remember that?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
You remember he was like, yes, yes, no, no, no. That one, and he just kept, like, he controlled him in a way.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember that droid. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do.
You still drawing a blank, Jake?
It sounds familiar, that scene. Sorry.
Wow, I heard that from my room.
I heard it all the way from here.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But
Anyway, are we doing our final thoughts now?
I mean, yeah, like, what... I'd say it was pretty good. Like, not anything special, but I'd say it's the best one since Rogue One for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, it's not nearly that good. It's not.
I'm not saying
anything
it's
like
that good.
Rogue
I'm just
One.
saying it's the best one since Rogue One. That just kind of
Yeah.
that just kind of
Oh,
shows
that's
you
what
I just-
how bad the
Yeah.
Disney movies have been. Because
Yeah, I
I
totally
made a ranking of all of these. Besides Rogue One and The Force Awakens, this is number 3 in terms of the Disney movies, and number 7 overall, because I put Empire, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Rogue One, Revenge of the Sith, The Force Awakens, and then Mandalorian and Grogu, and then Han Solo's right afterwards. So
I totally agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best thing that we had since then.
I feel like
Yeah, there's
season
been a whole bunch of like Star Wars disappointments for the most part, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
honestly just stick with the shows because it's been banger so far. Like I fucking love Andor. Don't make a season 3 though. Mandalorian, I loved season 1 and 2. If you do a 4, please make it as good as those. And I would say this overall is definitely better than season 3. Which isn't a huge accomplishment because season 3, like I would say season 3 is like better than Kenobi and fucking Boba Fett and all that, so it's like kind of like in the mid tier of it.
What was season 3 about? Was that the clones of Moff Gideon, or was that season 2?
Nope, it was season 3 that was the clones of Moff Gideon, and I don't fucking know what else because it focused on Bo-Katan mostly.
Yeah.
But Jake, what are your final thoughts?
I feel like they could have done better, but it could have been worse. Could have been so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Disney has really driven Star Wars into the ground. They only have a few good projects here and there, like
Yeah.
Andor or Maul, but for the most part, yeah, they're not doing so well.
Yeah.
They're not doing hot at all. No, they're not doing hot at all. So that's why it's not even like much of a
I
compliment
kind of
with
feel
Disney.
like they
Because-
should just.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What just happened?
I don't know. Like his computer's fucking with him again.
Right, you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying like it's good film. It's not like a great film. It's not like banger. It's like, oh my god, you gotta watch this next continuum with Star Wars, and just rush out to the theater. It's not like that type of film. It's kind of like that chill film. Okay, I can go catch this on the weekend. Want to go watch it in 3D? Cool, but I want to really rush for like an IMAX ticket or anything like that. For it, it's a good film. But like I said before, what Joe and I were saying, it's been the best one since a parade of bad Star Wars films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people should.
I feel like they should just allow Star Wars to die, because at this point, you really shouldn't have done all the things that you've been doing with Star Wars. Like,
Right.
at a certain point, there was just so much stuff that we did not need, if you really think about it.
Right. I
Like,
agree.
did we need, like, a lot of the shows or movies that we have? Not really.
No.
No.
I mean,
That's-
like, technically one could say you don't need Rogue One, but that was a good movie regardless. They could have just done more projects like that, like Star Wars stories or stuff like that, or with the same level of, like, heart that they put into that film, but it just... I don't know, I feel like they could have just let the franchise die long ago.
I mean, you could
'Cause
do
I don't-
more stories. It's not like Lord of the Rings where it
Yeah.
just fucking ends. You could do more after Return of the Jedi. It's just make those fucking movies better.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like Star Wars stories. Like, I feel like Han Solo was the reason why we didn't get any more. I don't know if it like if we were gonna get any more. Like maybe we were gonna get a Darth Maul one, but then they changed it to a show or whatever. But I feel like it was
they
supposed
really
to
shouldn't
happen.
have stopped those stories just because one of the movies didn't do so good, because the previous one did amazing. So they shouldn't have just ended it like that, thinking, oh, well, this one bombed, so let's just stop doing it.
Right.
Right. Right.
Because it could have gotten a sequel, but then I think Darth Maul is gonna have to merge the show with Solo to make sense. So it just
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but Disney's got a Disney. So
Yep.
just to end it off, Jump. You got any final thoughts?
I pretty much said what I had to go say overall about the film. It's good, not a great film. Act 1 was stellar in my opinion. Definitely has more of the Star Wars-esque features with that one. And Act 2 or the Mando part, pretty good, pretty fire, on most part. Grogu part, mid. I know what they're gravitating towards with the audience, so I do still give it a pass. Some funny parts that kind of made me chuckle, like laugh a little bit. Yeah, I had fun with that part. But those funny parts. But other than that, it was all right. Like not what I was really like looking forward to be dragged out like that long, but it was okay. I
Yeah.
feel like the little dude had to go shine some way somehow.
Like,
It is a mandate.
I think this is one of those movies that's like overhated because like it's not 1.5. It's not a like
Right.
T-1 day like Jeremy John said. I'd say it's like a good 3-star flick. Might not see it again in theaters unless my parents want to see it. I'll buy it just to watch the first act and then just kind of call it a day,
Right.
Or just stream it
But
on
if you
Disney
just watch
Plus.
the first act, yeah, just don't buy it. Why waste your money on a quarter of a movie?
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I'll just wait till Disney. I forgot about Disney Plus for a second, which might be for the
I
best.
forgot about them too.
Speaking of wanting to forget things, I'm gonna do a little rant because The Boys
yeah.
ended.
It's another joke or two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feel
no.
free to stick around if you want to because I'm about to go ham on this motherfucker. Oh my god. All right.
Wait,
so
did Homelander become president? Is that what that looks like?
I'll talk about it. So, spoilers
Okay.
for The Boys season 5. I talked about it for the past few pods. If you don't care, JQ, you're welcome to stay. Same with Jump. But so
I'll stay.
a majority of season 5 and a majority of the show was to take down Homelander for good, which we've been doing this for 5 seasons now, and season 5 is supposed to be the end all be all, and apparently season 4 was supposed to be the setup of this. And I really loved episode 1. I thought they ended A-Train's arc off very well. I thought that it was just a good setup for everything. The actors all did their parts and stuff. But then as time went by and as like the episodes went on, it just felt more filler and more like pointless bullshit and stuff. And I get it. The Boys is supposed to be like kind of shock value. It's supposed to be like a violent fucking superhero show. But the thing is, in seasons 1 through 3, it's basically poking fun at the cliches of superhero stuff, because this was during the time where superhero fatigue became a huge thing. It was like right after Endgame. People just stopped giving a shit. Like, Marvel and DC just kind of was spewing out crap and just more of this bullshit. So The Boys was kind of making fun of that, and also making fun of our like current political climate, and it was good. I thought they did a good job with the show. And Homelander was an intimidating villain, and people consider him one of the best of all time, which I agree, only for season 1. And then after that, he just became he became a meme machine, basically. Which, like, yeah, there were some moments sprinkled in season 5 where he was terrifying, like when he was chasing A-Train, the fastest fucking character. He was like catching up with him and stuff, because Homelander's basically Superman. That was an intimidating scene. And there was also a point where Frenchie like was tapping on like the fucking side of the door, and Homelander just was fucking speeding up towards him like fucking Superman. That was terrifying too. But he just became a fucking meme fest. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but like, have you seen that one moment where he like Homelander sticks his ass in the camera and like just kind of like looks like a fucking porn star and stuff?
Oh wow.
No.
It's basically that, because like Butcher's dog Terror has like fucking wet dreams about fucking Homelander, because he has like a fucking doll of him that he fucks. I'm like, what the fuck is this show, dude? What does this show become? So
wow.
And it focuses more on shock value than the plot, because first of all, I don't give a shit about any of these fucking characters, and 2, like, what the fuck is even going on? Because like the whole plot of season 5 is just, oh, we need to take down Homelander. We need to find like I forget what the fucking thing is to kill him. We need to find that like we need to find something that gets rid of Homelander's powers, and I think it's like Compound V or something like that, to get rid of his powers and to kill Homelander, because he's practically immortal. And meanwhile, Homelander is having like this god complex where he literally thinks he's God, and he is like above all and above even Jesus himself. And he wants everybody to kind of like turn towards him, like, oh, I'm an all-powerful God, I'm like your savior and stuff. And this character named Oh Father, who's basically like a fucking pastor, basically, or like a preacher, he is trying to get everybody to like be on Homelander's side and stuff. And Soldier Boy makes a comeback, which it was cool seeing him at first, because he was easily the best character in season 3, but then he became a fucking joke. Like, actually, not even a joke. He switched sides so fucking much that I don't even like the character anymore, because first he was against Homelander and he wants to kill him, and now he's for Homelander and he wants to fucking put V1 in him. Now he's against Homelander, now he's for him. What the fuck does this show want to do with Soldier Boy? It's so fucking stupid. Like, is he for or against him? Is he like teaming up with Billy Butcher? Is he not? Like, what the fuck is going on? I hate when fucking, like, I don't know what other shows have done this, but I just hate it when characters just change their mind constantly and have, like, no purpose of the story other than just be a setup of a fucking spin-off show. Because they're making Vought Rising, which is like a prequel show to The Boys, and it has, like, Soldier Boy and, like, all these different soups from, like, way back then and, like, in the 1940s and stuff. But they have, like, certain characters like Bombsight, who I don't even remember his fucking powers, and there's like She-Lion and fucking Dognot or whatever the fuck, sniffing each other's asses like actual fucking dogs and cats. And like Homelander has a fucking V1, which basically makes him immortal to everything and makes him more powerful. And I thought it was gonna be fucking Scorched Earth, like fucking Homelander was gonna like lose his shit Kingpin style and like just have a fucking genocide massacre across literally everywhere and just taking over the world, and the boys are the boys are kind of have to put their A game on, but Homelander does fucking nothing. He goes to the White House, like fucking kills the president, and then he's not fucking president? It's Ashley? Like what the fuck? Like I thought his whole goal was just to like, I guess he didn't really need to be president, but still, like, I don't even know what the fuck Homelander's fucking goal was besides like being a god. It's just so fucking stupid. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with their own show. And then Soldier Boy gets a Homelander headlocks Soldier Boy into like a sleeper hold. I'm pretty sure he puts him back into like a container where it's kind of like Bucky, and they freeze him up. And he's not in the final episode at all. And he's like one of the key points of the season. And I'd argue the reason Homelander gets depowered, because this whole purpose of like the Soldier Boy's whole purpose is his chest makes like a fucking beam and it gets rid of someone's superpowers, which is what they wanted to do with Homelander. So why not try to recruit him again? Or better yet, why didn't they do this in season 3? They tried to with Herogasm, but then fucking Homelander flew away. But then they dragged it on for 2 more seasons because I guess fucking Amazon wanted more money. And then they just made fucking garbage slop. And it went from like a good like satire fucking superhero flick to literally what they were making fun of. They were making fun of like hero's journey and stuff. They were making fun of like, like Superman and like all these different stuff. And every cliche, every joke does not land. Like the dialogue is atrocious. It's written by a fucking 12-year-old that discovered porn for the first time. And like there's like dick and ass jokes like left and fucking right. And they ruined Frenchie's death because not only did they kill him off screen, fucking Homelander flew away after he supposedly killed him, and he like so literally let me describe Frenchie's death, because this was in the previous episode. So Frenchie was in like the fucking it like I forget where he was at. It's like some place where it poisons Homelander. It's like a radiation cell or whatever. He went in there, he lured Homelander into there, he turned on the machine, and then Frenchie is basically like flipping him off, saying like, you never danced a day in your life, monsieur. And then like fucking Homelander is just like being like intimidating and stuff, and then it cuts to him walking out and then flying away, and then we're left wondering like, what the fuck happened to Frenchie? And then the next scene, we see him crawling on the fucking ground with a blood trail. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Did Homelander kill him? Did the fucking radiation get to him? And then it was confirmed, like, no, Homelander got to him, which first of all, fucking pussy way to go out, because like Homelander like fucking crushes people's skulls. He like lasers people in half. Like there's several things you could do for this character, but no, they wanted him to have a final moment with Kimiko and just saying like some final words like "Monsieur, see you later, oui oui," or some shit like that. I don't fucking remember what he said, but it's just like, you made fun of this cliche in season fucking 2. Why are you doing this for Frenchie, a guy who was literally part of your season since episode 1? We've gotten to know him, we've gotten to grow with him, and then you kill him off screen by the fucking villain, but just to make time for fucking 2 superheroes sniffing their asses saying, "Oh, you had Little Caesar's pizza I smell." Like, what the fuck is this? And then fucking Soldier Boy gets sidelined and basically fucking cucked, because like the whole reason why he gave Homelander the V1, which is basically like a fucking immortal like vaccine or some shit, he's literally saying like, "Oh, this is what Clara would have wanted," which is equivalent to Dany from fucking Game of Thrones forgot about the Iron Fleet, and they're making like people are making fun of that scene, which is equivalent to that, because first of all, he had a lover in season 3 that he killed because he was heartbroken. I forget what her name is, but he only mentioned fucking Starlight, what was her name? Stormfront one time. She was in season 2 and got killed in the next season, I'm pretty sure. And it was like a throwaway line saying like, "Oh yeah, I fucked her one time," and now for some reason he always loved her, and that was like his like soulmate and stuff. And now he's like, "Oh yeah, this is what the fucking this fucking Nazi chick from season 2 would have wanted." Like, no, the fuck she wouldn't. No, don't do that for her. Do this for an actual good reason. Give me a good reason as to why you're basically giving Homelander a fucking immortal, like, shot, you know? Like, that's so fucking stupid how they do that. It's like, it's very forced, and just, it makes no sense narratively. And then...
Joe, I am gonna get going, okay?
Yeah, have a good one, man. I'm just rambling on.
I know. Continue your rant in peace. I'm just gonna have to leave.
I will.
Alright, Jake. Yeah, it was good to have you.
Anyways, so I don't know what to think. And then let me go back to the finale. So the finale, it starts off with like Frenchie's funeral and stuff. And I'm not even kidding. I have never been more checked out in a fucking episode in my life. And I've seen She-Hulk, I have seen fucking Boba Fett, I've seen like all these crappy shows. I've never been more checked out in a fucking show in my life, especially in a finale. I at least gave Game of Thrones a fucking chance, and same with Stranger Things, which I'll get to later, is not that bad. I've never been more checked out, because I thought it was going to be an emotional scene, like everybody's going to like pay their respects and stuff. Nope, it's just a joke about assholes again. Like, oh, like I saw Starlight and Huey fucking like a fucking Burger King bathroom. I'm like, no, why would you fucking do this? This is a fucking, like, this is a funeral. It's not a fucking stand-up show. You don't have time for this. Give him the fucking proper send-off he deserves, and then fuck off from there. And then, I forget what else happens. I think they have like a little talk. Some Gen V characters show up, which are completely fucking pointless now, because they have nothing to do with the story, and one of them has the power to kill Homelander. And guess what they have her do? They have her drive in a truck to fucking Canada. Why? I don't fucking know. And then for some fucking... Let me look up a synopsis for season 8, or episode 8 of The Boys, because this is... I'm rambling on, and I just need specific things to be upset about. Plot. Or, yeah, hold on. Breaking down the season... I don't want a fucking review. I didn't ask for your fucking opinion, did I? So I talked about that. Oh yeah, so he visits Ryan, which it's cool that Ryan is back. For those who don't know, Ryan is basically the son of Homelander, and he... how do I say this without being kicked off of YouTube? Basically, Homelander... fuck it, I'll say it. He basically raped Butcher's wife in season 1. And now she has his child. He is a born soup. He basically has his like own superpowers and stuff. He could fly. He has laser vision and stuff. And he talked to Ryan and stuff, and I think Homelander was trying to convince him to like, or no, I think he just heard that like he was hiding out in there, and he just wanted to visit. Oh yeah, no, like Homelander reveals that he's immortal, and he says he wants Ryan to come home. You and I, that's all that matters, he says. And then Ryan's response. Sorry. After years of wanting to like go back and forth between Butcher and Homelander and stuff, like who's really good, who's really bad, he finally calls out Homelander and he says, "Dad, get fucked. Like scaring people into calling you God doesn't make you God. Deep down, you know that." And then basically Homelander was about to cry. He says, "You don't know what's going on. It's okay, but you will." And then he flies off. And then so yeah, it cuts to like a dumb it cuts to a dumb scene in, like, the fucking basement or something where they're trying to get up to Homelander and stuff. There's a little scene with Ashley. Also, Sage, dumbest fucking character in the show. This is not how you write the smartest character alive. And rule of thumb, for those listening, if there's a character that is called the smartest man or woman alive, they're secretly retarded. Because this same thing happened with fucking Multiverse of Madness, where supposedly Mr. Fantastic is, like, the smartest man alive, and then he reveals Black Bolt's power to fucking Scarlet Witch. It's the same thing with fucking Sage, where she doesn't clock in the fact that, Soldier Boy did this for love. I didn't expect that, even though, like, fucking empathy is one of her superpowers or something. Like, I forget what, it's like something involving empathy. Hold on. She's supposedly, yeah, she's got superhuman intelligence. Yeah, flawless memory, calculate, predict outcomes and stuff. She's literally like, oh, this was all according to plan. The character, that's all it is.
Wow.
And then she is just like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. Like, and then
Wow.
And then all the while, Kimiko, since they have no access to Soldier Boy because he's a fucking cuck for Clara for some reason, and he's also locked away, they decided to have Kimiko be the test subject for Soldier Boy's powers, and that's how to defeat Homelander. So they test it out on Kimiko, and she almost dies and stuff. And then when she has the full power and stuff, Sage is like, oh, I thought Frenchie was a dick and stuff. She was just trying to, like, get Kimiko pissed off so she could blast away the fucking powers and stuff. So she blasts away, like, Sage basically pisses off Kimiko, blasts the powers away, and then she's like, oh, I'm dumb now. Thank you. And then she fucks off to Universal Orlando for the Harry Potter fucking, like, it's just a dumb gag.
Wow.
Yeah, she fucks off from there, even though her whole plan was just to get both sides to fucking kill each other while she fucks off in, like, a cabin reading books and stuff. It's just like, what the fuck is your plan? What are you even trying to do? You know, you were a dumb character in Season 4, and then you were even dumber in Season 5. What is your fucking purpose? It was a uranium chamber. That's where Frenchie was. Okay. So, yeah. So, the final fight takes place in the Oval Office, which, again, throughout the whole season, I thought Homelander was going to go fucking scorched earth and kill everybody and, like, just destroy the White House and stuff and make the Invincible fights look like a fucking playground. I thought it was going to be like that, but no. Homelander is just going on live TV like he's the fucking president saying, oh, I am your god now. You guys deserve a god that lives rather than dies, and like fuck Jesus and all that stuff. And then
Right.
And then it's interrupted by Butcher, Kimiko, and eventually Ryan basically fighting him, and it's a fucking fisticuffs basically. It's a brawl fight, and Homelander eventually he has the upper hand and tries to escape, and then Ryan comes in through the fucking window and like knocks him down, and Butcher has his like fucking tentacles out and like is just fucking beating the shit out of him, and then eventually like it's just a fucking Disney Channel cliche, like just like Kimiko's trying to like get her powers and stuff, like trying to blast Homelander and stuff and get rid of his powers. But she can't do it. She's struggling and stuff. And then this is like the most cliche fucking Disney Channel bullshit I've ever seen in this fucking show. She sees the ghost of Frenchie, and it's like a cliche, like, oh, you've always had the power in you, wee wee. And then, like, it's not for your anger, it's through love and stuff. And it's like she literally fucking blasts Homelander because of the power of fucking love. What the fuck? This is literally not the show that was in season 1 through 3. This is what they would fucking make fun of, and they became that in the final fucking episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then
all of that took place. Wow.
Yeah, and then like Kimiko blasts Homelander, and I think Butcher and Ryan also get caught in the crossfire, so their powers are gone. So Homelander wakes up, he thinks that, oh, I still have my powers and stuff. He tries to laser vision, nothing comes out, he tries to fly away, and he jumps. It looks like a fucking 7-year-old trying to play Superman. And then he's like, oh shit, my powers are gone. And then Butcher's like, oh shit, his powers are gone. So he takes a crowbar, and first of all, he beats the fuck out of Homelander. Like, he punches him in the face several times, like fucking... like just like bam, bam, bam. It's like 1A, 1A, 1A. That shit from Superman, but
Wow.
Yeah, and then Homelander just gets knocked down, and then for like Homelander was always like the tough guy in the room. He's like, oh, like I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better. And this isn't a problem I have with the show, but others do. He basically cries and begs for his life when he has no powers, which it makes sense for Homelander because he has always been kind of a fucking man baby, and it makes perfect sense as to why he would like plead for his life, like I'll bring your wife back, and then like they just make like another fucking like I'll eat your shit, I'll suck your dick, and all that stuff, like just all that stuff. I'm like, okay, really, was that fucking necessary? But whatever. But yeah, it makes sense for Homelander. The problem is, it would have been more effective if Homelander wasn't, like... if Homelander was more intimidating in the previous seasons. He was only intimidating in season 1. Because, like, oh, Homelander could hear us. We gotta be careful. We gotta, like, speak quietly and stuff. Or we can't speak at all because Homelander's near. And, like, Homelander's, like, just, like, kind of... sort of equivalent to Darth Vader, basically. Like, oh, I don't give two shits, I'm just gonna blast everybody in my sight and stuff. And then now it's just like, oh, I can't locate Huey, where the fuck could he be, and stuff. And it's just like, he became a fucking cartoon villain, basically, and it's just so stupid. And then now that he's whining and begging for his life, I'm like, okay, that's literally just Homelander, you know? Like, I mean, I get it, that's his point for his fucking character, but it would have been a lot better if he was just written better, you know? And people are probably gonna talk shit about that, like, because apparently Homelander's the best character and one of the best villains of all time. Your goat's washed, and also your goat should not be your fucking goat, because you're, like, your goat literally fucking raped someone, come on. And also way more than that, like, he fucking kills a lot, you know? Like, this is not your goat, dude. But yeah, I think this goes into a positive that I have with it. I like how they killed Homelander in here, because Butcher is, like, they set up for 5 seasons. Butcher's gonna kill Homelander. He's the guy to do it and stuff, and he does it. No one goes in the way saying like, oh, this is my kill and stuff, and like they fucking stabs him. No, this was all Butcher, which I liked. And then he kills him in a brutal way. He says, this is for my Becca. And then he stabs the crowbar in his forehead and basically scalps his fucking head off. Brains are everywhere on the table. It's a disgusting scene, but it's deserved because Homelander is a piece of shit. And that's the end of Homelander. And I forget. Oh yeah, the Deep fucking dies in here, which a lot of people are upset about. And like, there's a whole arc with the Deep that I don't really want to get into, but not because I don't want to. It's just there's just no time, and I also don't give a shit. But yeah, so, and then it just cuts to I think it's like a few months from. No, it's like right after the fight. Homelander's gone. And then I guess Butcher wants to like hold on. He tells Ryan. Yeah, so basically Ryan is sort of affected by Homelander's death, but not really, because he was also a piece of shit. And the description says Butcher briefly imagines another ending for himself. He tells Ryan there's nothing he can say to make the death of his father easier, but that Ryan did what he had to do. And then Butcher offers Ryan a fresh start. The two of them is Bulldog Terror in the memory of Becca, his mom, and Butcher's wife. Ryan refuses because like, even though he hated Homelander and it's better that he's gone, he doesn't think Butcher was a good father either, which makes sense because he fucking wasn't. So Ryan just goes off his own, and then Butcher is like, okay, it's just me and you, Terror, and then he finds that Terror died of old age, which broke my heart because I'm like, oh, poor doggy, and that's also because the dog who played as Terror in the show has passed away, so yeah, that makes it even more sad.
Right.
And then I think that kind of sets. I don't really know why the fuck he. I think it's just because like he has nothing left, and this is his only like purpose, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know, but Butcher basically goes to Vought Tower and tries to spread the virus to all the soups, and like it's like a kill juice or whatever. What the fuck is this? What is this called? Oh, it doesn't say anything. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's like a soup virus that will kind of spread worldwide and kill everybody, including Kimiko and Starlight and all that. And then Huey stops him, basically. He's like, no, I'm not letting you do that. And Butcher was going to do it, but then Huey basically shoots him in the chest and Butcher dies. Which, again, that's not a bad scene. It's just, it felt rushed. But it still was like one of the highlights of the final episode, because I was like, okay, this makes sense. Butcher was not supposed to, like... Butcher was not meant to live, so it kind of makes sense. Plus, he was dying anyways, even though they retconned that. So, it makes sense, but... whatever. And then it cuts to a few months later. Mother's Milk gets married to his fiancée. He adopts Ryan, which was weird. I'm like, okay, have Ryan and Mother's Milk ever met? That's a little weird. Huey and Starlight. Hi, babe.
Boo.
Hi.
Oh, I just did something.
What happened?
Nothing.
Sub to my girlfriend, y'all.
No.
Yes.
Was good.
Also, babe,
Go listen to him.
Babe, you missed like a whole half-hour Joker 2-esque rant about the boys.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing like multiple things right now. I apologize.
Oh no, you're good, babe. As long as you're
I'm
doing
only here
good.
for like a little amount of time, so
Yeah. Where was
Okay.
I? Yeah, so Starlight is pregnant. Huey is the father, of course. They didn't get married. They refused. They're just like, oh, like my parents were bitching about us not getting married. Like, put a ring on it before you fuck her, okay? Come on. Just like, and then this part was a little controversial because like well, this part isn't, because Huey gets a call from the higher ups at the Vought Tower, and he's like, hey, we would like to give you a job. And then Huey obviously refuses. He's like, fuck no, I'm not going there. And then he hangs up. He goes in like a I forget where it was. Hold on, let me look real quick. Oh yeah, it's a audio visual store basically. It's like a fucking it's an audio store basically. He owns it. I think it's basically the place where it was in the first season, and the daughter's name is Robin, which. Like, for diehard fans of the show, and I actually remember this, even though I'm not a diehard fan of the boys, that is Huey's first girlfriend's name. That was his fucking daughter. That's also his daughter's name. If I were Starlight, I'd be a little upset. Like, why would you name your fucking daughter your ex's name? What the fuck?
Oh
Like,
god, that sounds horrific.
It caught me off.
Sounds
It caught me off guard at first. I'm
great.
like, oh, that's sweet, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. It was literally like that Joey meme, like from Friends. It's like, oh, that's sweet. Wait a minute.
right.
Because for those who don't know, the very opening of The Boys is like Huey and his girlfriend Robin talking, and Robin's on the street, and all of a sudden, like, it's just a fucking blood splatter because A-Train fucking runs into her, because he can't stop, and then like Robin's obviously gone, and then like Huey has to fucking live with that. But now, like, since that was like years ago, and then now like he names his fucking daughter Robin, it's a little fucking weird.
Right.
But yeah, like they get a happy ending, which I don't give two shits about Starlight or Huey. Like they got sidelined so hard, and fucking Huey has more plot armor than a fucking Stranger Things character. It's just like, what the fuck. And yeah, Piano Man plays, which I fucking love that song. I love Billy Joel. And yeah, like that's how the show ends, is that Starlight flies off. That isn't a little weird, that is very weird. Yeah, no, that is very, very weird. Yeah.
This show sounds like it's all over the place.
Oh my god, it is so all over the place. It is considered one of the worst endings in modern TV. Like,
yeah, okay, so I see what everyone's talking about on YouTube now.
yeah,
Well,
and let me.
You're not the only one. You are not the only one.
Yeah.
Everyone's going ballistic about it.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it everywhere, and people are saying that this is better than the Stranger Things finale. No, the fuck it's not.
Hello?
No, the fuck it's not.
No way. No way.
Cause at least, and I know I'm gonna get flack for this, at least Stranger Things tried.
Hmm.
They did. They did.
Which I know people are gonna be like, no, they didn't. The whole goal in season 5 was to kill Vecna. They did that. What the fuck was the whole goal in season 5 of The Boys? Just to kill Homelander in 2 minutes? Like, and I mean, yeah, the dialogue wasn't the best in Stranger Things 5, but at least they didn't say fuck every 5 seconds like it's a fucking 12-year-old writing the script. And he discovered porn for the first time. He's like, oh, let's throw dick and balls in there too.
Right.
Let's have two superheroes dressed as furries sniffing each other's asses. Actual fucking scene, and it fucking infuriates me. But Stranger Things, like, yeah, like the whole fucking will confession lasted longer than the fucking fight, and that was annoying. And like Vecna is a fucking bitch, but that's about it. And like nobody fucking dies in Stranger Things 5, but that's kind of it, you know. I feel like they did it a little better than, not a whole lot. It's not like leagues better. It's not fucking Breaking Bad or Clone Wars. It's just a smidge better. It's better than The Boys.
Right.
Also, somewhat biased because Stranger Things is still one of my favorite shows, but it's only a little bit. I'm thinking logically, and maybe my logic is flawed. Maybe I'm brain dead, but I still think Stranger Things did it a little bit better. Because, yeah, The Boys killed off people. Yeah, I feel like it has a lot, like The Boys has a lot more flaws than Stranger Things did, because Stranger Things 5 started off strong and then it went down badly. The only good episode in season 5 of The Boys was episode 1, and then after that it just went down tremendously. And like it didn't lose the plot of the whole show. Like Stranger Things at least kept the theme and like kept the characters consistent and didn't ruin any of them. In fact, like Hopper was like really good at the end. I really liked Hopper, but like they ruined Homelander, they ruined Soldier Boy, they ruined Sister Sage. Fucking Sister Sage. They sidelined Huey, they sidelined Starlight. Mother's Milk I don't give a shit about. Frenchie was killed off screen. Billy Butcher's an asshole. Like, I don't care about any of these characters. At least Stranger Things fucking tried with the characters. So it's like, where the fuck do you go from here, you know? And they throw in like this fucking half-assed plot, like, oh, Kimiko has Soldier Boy's powers now, which was not fucking earned. You could have just brought in Soldier Boy, but instead he's like, no, it's what Clara would have wanted. It's what this fucking Nazi chick from like 1941 would have wanted that I've only met once, but secretly I'm in love with her. Like, no, that's like, that fucking retcons the whole show. You can't just fucking do that. Ugh. I'm having a fucking aneurysm of this show, dude.
It sounds like it's giving you
God,
a whole bunch of headaches all at once.
This makes Joker 2 look like the fucking Godfather. Oh my god.
I don't think they can
Someone out there will know that comparison. It's neither of us do.
The Godfather's considered the greatest movie of all time, which it's up there. But yeah, no, I'm done rambling. This would be a 2-hour podcast if I kept on rambling. I'm done with The Boys. 3 out of 10 finale. 3 out of 10 fucking season. Fuck this show, dude. We would have had an all-time peak for like shows if this shitty ass fucking finale if this shitty ass final season didn't happen at this time. Because we had Daredevil, we had Maul, and we had Invincible. 3 goated shows, and then The Boys comes along. He's like, "Hey, let me have a fucking slice." Okay, garbage, just straight garbage. And that's what fucking ruins that whole peak that we had in fucking March through May. I fucking hate it. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but I hate it when...
Hey, your opinion's your opinion.
I just hate it when finales, like, fucking crumble on their knees. This is not Game of Thrones bad, because Game of Thrones is, like... that finale is, like, a sin. But this is the second worst finale I've seen. Actually, third. She-Hulk. Because She-Hulk had a shitty finale. So yeah, third worst finale I've ever seen. If you want to watch a good ending, just watch Andor or fucking Loki. But yeah, no, I'm done. I'm losing my voice. So thank you guys for watching. My arm is still sore. I can play video games though, and there is an upcoming video on my channel. Hell yeah. There is an upcoming video on my channel that is going to be edited by my girlfriend Tasha. There's actually 2 videos, but one of them involves Mario Party. It's a very fun time. I also played a couple of games on her channel. But yeah, I can start. I can start playing games again. I did a couple of Mogies on Mario Kart, which is fun. I tried out
I got
Rivals.
into competitive.
Yeah, I got into competitive Mario Kart, which is fun. Ish. Yeah, I can tell you're really like into this.
I'm like a 50-50.
What was I gonna say?
I mean, anyone can get into competitive, and the first like couple days to months of competitive can be a little stressful, but once you learn the way that it plays and just the way that other people play, it's honestly really easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just have to tell yourself as well, you're not a shit player, it's the shit rooms.
Yeah, and the try hard.
Because if you can win on casual, you can win on competitive. It's fine.
That is true. There's not much of a difference. You just gotta know the shortcuts and all that. And
no shortcuts and item management. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. 1 sec. But yeah, so there's nothing much happening on the channel. I just got to get better. But there is a stream on Monday, Monday night, which is Jake's birthday. We'll discuss it next week. But you know what? It's 2 days from now. Happy birthday, Jake.
Happy birthday, Jake.
I don't know if he wants me to like reveal his age, but he is turning older. So that is something.
Well, yeah. What else happens on someone's birthday? They go back a couple of years. Everyone wishes.
That would honestly be funny. Just like happy birthday, you're back to 13.
Oh God.
That'll change a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, no, that would change it. That would change a
No,
lot.
absolutely.
But yeah, so nothing much on the channel besides Jake's birthday celebration and maybe a couple more. I will not make my return to gaming until June because I'm still taking it easy on my arm. Yeah, just doing casual videos and streams for now. There is a Strikers match happening very soon on my channel. It's a Strikers CPU tournament. I have 8 so far, but if anybody else wants to join, you're more than welcome to. I am spinning the wheel for the captains, but you can choose the sidekicks. They are in my server. I pinged those who have not done it yet. I will ping you guys again. And it will be premiering on my channel probably next weekend. I'm not sure, but just long story short, I am getting better with my arm, and things have gotten better for me. Yeah. And things have gotten better for me personally, but yeah, I'm doing all right. My arm's still broken. It's healing though. I can move it. Actually, let me fucking prove it right now.
What, live proof?
Yeah. So this is the arm. I can move it. See? It's all
Just
good.
very slowly. He's not doing like fast reflexes yet.
Yeah, I still can't turn it like this or do this, but yeah, it's still like still progress, you know.
Okay.
Without the sling,
That's what's
so
up.
that's good.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
I got no sling. The doctor said, yeah, just have it on for another week and you're good. So
A lot faster than we thought.
hell yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't have to I don't have to shower like this anymore, but actually I still kind of do, but yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, so that's about it. I'll see you guys next week for episode 80. I have no idea what we're going to do. Probably a tier list. How about Star Wars? Like maybe we're almost done with the Star Wars movies, so if we get them
Well,
done
yeah,
on
you said
time
you wanted to watch a few of those while you're recovering, so.
Yeah. Do you want to watch the rest of them next week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then maybe we can rank them. Never know. That might be episode 80.
I would have to have a really good memory to do that.
I can remind you as they go along. So
All right.
okay. Yeah. So that's kind of about it. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. Drink some water.
If you're in the UK, make sure to get a fan. We're dealing with a very, very bad heat wave.
Yeah. And don't
It's gonna
worry.
get up in like the 30s here.
Wow. Damn.
30s. Okay.
But yeah.
Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
I know.
Huh.
I know.
Yeah, I figured. So like roughly like 85, 86 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I'll order an extra pair of these that work, so they're not broken like me. But that'll be when I get back. So I rambled on long enough. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. Have a good one, guys.
We
Peace
will
out,
see
y'all.
you when we see you.
Laters.